So I was talking to someone the other day on how important it is for G-Shock fans to celebrate its 40th anniversary, how G-Shock is actually releasing far more interesting watches than Rolex, and how this year is the year of the Frogman. And then she said, "Oh, that's neat, honey. Now pass me the mustard and don't forget to flip the burgers before the cheese melt." Yes, the sad truth is that we cannot trust our wives to listen to us all the time. So it's up to us, G-Shock fans, we only have each other, to discuss the latest leaks and releases from G-Shock. Now for something completely out of this world, the brand is releasing the new MTG B3000 PRV. This will have an anodized case palette with a striking green bezel. Another thing worth noting is that this purple strap is rarely, if ever, seen at all on higher-end G-Shocks. This is already dividing people across the different discussion boards with its unusual color choice. This, however, still exhibits the processing skill of the brand as it plays around with its finishing sequences to achieve a distinct alternating finish on the caseback. Frogmans continue to dominate the G-Shock scene with yet another 30th anniversary model. This is the new GW8230 NT4. This is inspired by the DW8200 NT4 that was released back in 2000. This is a limited edition Frogman that will have a matte bezel and band. This will also feature a titanium caseback, tough solar function, and moon graphs. With this edition, that's now 4 special Frogman in less than a year. But Frogman fans will have more to choose from with the next ICE RC Japan collaboration featuring another Frogman. This new Love the Sea and the Earth lineup will showcase a GW8200K, a GAB2100K, and a GMD-W5600K. These K models have been an annual tradition between G-Shock and this environmental initiative. This design scheme is an iteration of the black and yellow emergency color combo that we've been seeing from G-Shock for years. We also have much more information on the MRG Frogman that we reported a few weeks ago. This will be a very expensive Frogman at over $4,000 and will have a 70-piece construction, making for a very complicated diver. This watch is ISO compliant and has a 200-meter water resistance. Titanium is used all over the structure from the bezel, case, and caseback down to the buttons, screws, and crown. This has a sapphire back as well that, according to Casio, improves the antenna's reception sensitivity. The special clad guard structure found on many MRG models are also available in this Frogman to have its crown aligned and upright at all times when it's screwed locked. As we were developing this video, another leak was shared to us about that other rumored MRG Frogman. Yes, there was another one, and we initially dismissed this since we just got this pricey MRG diver, and I thought it would be very unlikely that they would release another one in such a short notice. But now a small image was shown to us, and this might just be the better Frogman. All I could show you right now is a digital render based on the current MRG Frogman, and from the looks of it, this is one unique variant. With the yellow and black palette, this seems to suggest that this is the second Bruce Lee model. We'll have to wait a few weeks to see if this would actually be a very popular model that we've been expecting it to be. And finally, we now have the official release info of the much anticipated anniversary squares, and guess who has a hands-on review of the watches? Not me. Watch David. I don't know what sorcery he's using to get these units early, but he has them already in hand, and I have a few things to say. First, we now have a proper explanation of how G-Shock achieved this featured bespeckled metal finish on these limited edition units. According to their media presentation, this technology came from the deep curing technology that they used from the MRG line and applied it on the GMW collection. It starts out as this typical molded stainless steel piece. Then they would apply a layer of titanium carbide around this metal. The deep layer hardening process will then ensure that it's not just a simple coating on the steel, but rather bonded to each other. This will then be iron plated to the desired color, gold in this example. This creates a stunning metallic effect where parts of the flakes shine through the layers of titanium and IP coating. All 3 variants will have the screw-down caseback that's decorated with 40th anniversary logo designed by Eric Hayes. A cool Easter egg can be found on the lower left button where a star is etched on. This is the button closest to the 40th minute mark, and this placement would definitely make every quartz nerd's heart skip a beat. The gold model will have a positive display with a gold frame, while the silver one will have a negative LCD. There's also a much cheaper model of the collection, the DW5040PG, which is a homage to the original G-Shock Square. This one specifically pays tribute to the original Team Tough watches that were given to the 8 original members of the development team. This is marked by the Team Tough print in the display frame. This one will also have the gold buttons along with the buckle and keepers. All of the models will also have the since 1983 print, further emphasizing the origins of this beloved watch line. Pricing for the DW model is about $380, with the full metal squares costing a hefty $1,200. This is a really hard pill for me to swallow, as these metal squares will blow past my current budget. Another thing to watch out for is that this deep hardening treatment will make the metal 3 times harder than regular steel, according to Casio. However, since it will have that iron plating on top of this metal treatment, it's very likely that all of the scratches will be visible over this coating. And lastly, according to Watch David, it needs to be seen in person to really be impressed by the gold model. With the matte finish on these metals, I'm now a lot more skeptical of getting one. I like my gold watches shiny and polished. We'll have to see how many times my mind will flip-flop in the next few weeks. I don't know what's more heartbreaking, my wife reminding me too late to flip the burgers, or these recrystallized G-Shock squares being too darn expensive. I'm a sad pirate at the moment. But what about you? Are you a fan of the Frogman? Is this your year? Will you be getting any of those MRG Frogmans? Or are you getting, in fact, any of these 40th anniversary G-Shocks? Is there a future where wives and G-Shocks can coexist? Let's discuss below.